What was it like when Magic was bringing the ball up the floor, when somebody's 6'9" and he's playing the same position as you?
Well, first, I had a chance to watch him, as a young kid, high school, whatever, and everybody idolized him, and we were all copying his moves in the driveway and things like that. And then I had a chance to play against him, and for me, he was one of the most difficult guys just for me to guard. He was so big, and 6'9" is probably an understatement, by the way, but he just kind of turned his body and kept you on his hip and oversaw everything, and yet he had moves and could get corners on you, could get by you, and once he got by you, it was over. And then obviously his vision and passing was second to none. Really special guy, special player.
Who was the toughest guy to guard?
Well, a lot of rookies were tough to guard as a general rule, but guys out west, guys that we played every day. I mentioned Kevin Johnson, Tim Harvey, later on Gary Payton. Out back east, Isaiah Thomas, Mark Price. They're just a lot of great players and great challenges. But Magic Johnson, again, because of the size, we usually guarded him with Bobby Hansen, our two guard, and I'd guard someone else, whoever was smaller at the time, Byron Scott usually.
But you were talking about it's tough to guard rookies because you don't have a book on them? There's no scouting report?
Yeah, they've seen you a lot. Typically, a lot of those guys coming out usually have seen all the NBA guys a lot, so they kind of know you. They're frothed up, they're ready to go, and kind of have a little chip on their shoulder, have something to prove, and they're pretty good, So it was always a challenge when you saw the new guys coming around. I thought,
would the Utah Jazz have been a better team with today's rules, with spreading the floor instead of it feels like it was a two-man game inside outside, and having big men. You had guys who could shoot, but would you be better equipped for today's game, or were you better suited for, back when you played?
As a team, both ways. I think our stuff would work now. I mean, I think it's not in vogue, certainly, but to have to guard a team over picks, to have to guard them for the full clock, to then have to deal with a guy like Karl Malone at the end of it, I think people would have trouble playing against a team like us. Now, I think they have lots of troubles with it. I've had people ask me a lot. They say, "Man, you couldn't even play in today's game, and because people can't, you can't touch people, you can't do this." I said, "Well, no, but they can't touch us either." And so, I confidently, I'm an old guy now. I couldn't guard anybody now, so it feels helpless. But I think there's a place for guys that figure it out in their era to play in almost any era, and that goes back to the Bill Russell, Cousy days. I think those guys, you put them in our game, and even though the films wouldn't indicate it, I think they'd figure it out just like we did.
Yeah, but so you have people who don't think you could play in today's game, right?
I had people thinking that I couldn't play when I was playing. And now. So, absolutely.
Yeah, you're still fighting, John. They still, you're a Hall of Famer, and you still have to prove that you can play. I feel bad for you.
Thank God I don't have to prove it anymore. It's just, it is what it is.
Hello everyone, I spend a lot of time trying to get you guys nice videos, so please subscribe to this page, and please subscribe to my second page. The link to my second page is in the description section. Thank you.